Alright, we have Team Battle 5v5 Gunslinger, DS taking on SH. Starting off, we have Shotaro for DS using Kagero up against Towan using Great Nature. He starts off by riding the Mini Berry. Which means he's gonna have a Berry Stride build. And Berry is very powerful, to say the least. Shotaro uses Bellicosity Dragon, gets the Surge skill, and attacks. It hits, so he got an unflip, which means he got a free use of that skill. Calamity Tower was also used, which makes it even better. And now at grade 2, we have Rush from Towan. Shotaro guarded one, but couldn't guard them all. Or more to say, he didn't, because too much hand loss. Shotaro, going into main phase, looks like he doesn't have a grade 3. No, he does have. No, wait. Either he doesn't have a grade 3 or he doesn't want to ride grade 3 yet. Hoping it's the first one. Hoping he doesn't have it, because if he's choosing not to ride, I'll be very upset. You know, to say the least. Duckbill on Hammy. Right. Tester Fox. It's not a Legion skill to give 4K to a unit. Shotaro letting himself go to 5 damage. That's extremely dangerous considering what he's up against. So now Towan gets a fat ass hamster into hand and gets to draw a card. I think he drew first. No, he did draw. He did draw after. So rides Blade Master, does a stride. I'm guessing he did decide he was going to misride intentionally just so he could get that off. His opponent no guards, which is good for Shotaro because even if one more unit dies, it still means that Shotaro is going to be keeping him away from Legion. Got the critical, so now the damage is a bit more equalized. And Crayola Tiger is dead. And now we have a stride activate. And the first stride we see from Towan is most likely going to be the Phoenix. No, it's Atmos. Interesting choice because with Atmos, it'll give the Vanguard more power to do things, but Shotaro does have perfect guards in hand. And Shotaro does not hesitate to use one. Gets a heal trigger that doesn't heal, and now 14 at the Vanguard. Easy block. So now Shotaro needs to think really carefully about what he wants to do. Using Stridens or Root Flare won't do anything. He's gonna stride into something. He strides into another Muhammad. How did he unflip that last turn? Oh, he unflipped because he has a perfect guard in the drop already. Okay, that makes sense. Speaking of perfect guard, Cable Sheep used on the opponent's side, and now we have a Legion. He used a Stride last turn to get GB1, so now GB1 abilities are going to activate, now Stride. And in order to make this worthwhile, he's going to have to drop quite a bit of hand, and he's prepared to do it. Crayola Tiger needs a boost in order to get its ability off, which is not a problem, because there's the boost. If Researcher Fox wants to hit anything, it's going to need a boost as well. Decides against that, and instead is just going to work on giving it the 4K power. Gives it another 5K from the heal trigger that doesn't heal. So, guard, and with its ability, Counterblast 1 to restand it and give it another 4K. So Shotaro needs to guard this, and he needs to be able to guard for... and he has it. So now Researcher Fox is going to be destroyed. A draw comes from Crayola Tiger, and Researcher Fox's skill puts a Researcher Fox into hand. Also, with the Legion skill, gets to unflip one, draw one, and put 2 cards in his drop zone into the bottom of the deck. Shotaro opting to Stride instead of Legion. Yes, and also Duckbill gave an extra draw as well. So Shotaro is going to use Stride to try to take out everything on the field right now. Starts off by killing Big Berry. Mini Berry. That unit gets retired, and then with Root Flare's skill, by flipping face up one of the G units, it gets to kill the column with the remaining rear guards on it. Shotaro is opting not to call any rear guards and only attacking with the Vanguard, which makes these attacks very blockable. Towan no passes because he has the luxury of doing that. Shotaro's still at 5 damage, and I haven't actually seen a lot of heals from his side. Let's see, he has 1 in the drop. No, he still has 3 in his deck. Speaking of Stride, here is Managarum, I think is how you say that. With its ability, he can turn face up a copy of himself, and if he does, then he can give 4K to 2 units, and when those units attack, if their power is 20K, then you can't guard them with anything but zeros. Which is bad for Shotaro because he just got a triple drive check and didn't get a single grade 0. So that's exactly 20, and that's exactly 20, just enough to be a problem for him. Perfect guards this, but he can't guard any of the rears, because he can only guard with zeros. Gets a heal trigger, but he still can't guard with grade 1 or higher. If Shotaro had gotten at least 1 trigger in that triple drive check, he would have been able to guard, but unfortunately he did not. Good games. Moving on to the next one.